Hi everyone, thank you for watching today. I have my Pan That palette update to share with you, and then I'm going to swap out my 1 month one palette, so I'll kind of talk a little bit about my July palette and then introduce my palette for August. And the 1 month one palette I'm not trying to hit pan on, I'm just working on using that palette in conjunction with my Pan That palette and having some fun with some of my shadows that don't get used very often. For Pan That palette, this is the Guerlain palette I've been working on. It is depotted and it's in this little Z palette here. But my goal from last month was to hit pan on Sin, which is an Urban Decay shadow. It's not part of that. But I had a little white grayish shadow that came with the Guerlain palette, and it was just so flaky and dry. I didn't even want to use it. So I swapped in this Urban Decay Sin, and my goal was to hit pan, and I have a little bit of pan. I hit it a couple days ago. And I'm just working on expanding the pan. I don't really have any huge goals. Maybe I should make a goal. I'll try to hit pan on the side here by next month on this shadow right here. So that's a very doable goal. I'll have to work at it because I don't really use dark shadows all that often. I prefer lighter shadows. I have semi-hooded eyes, so I feel like if I use too many colors that are very dark, it just doesn't look flattering on me. But I'll work on hitting pan, bringing the pan down to the side here on this top color right here. But I will insert a picture so that you can see I'll insert several pictures from the intro all the way to this update, but I'll also kind of zoom in so that you can see the palette up close. The cicadas are out in full force today, so if you hear any chirping or buzzing noises, that's what's going on right now. Here's my palette, here's a close-up. You can see I've hit pan on all the colors, all the shades, and I'm just working on using more of the product. These right here, these shadows are Makeup Geek shadows. Not trying to hit pan, but I feel like I can use them very easily with my Pan That palette. For 1 month one palette in July, I was using the Tarte Aqua Lilies palette, and this is the exterior, and this is what it looks like in the palette. I traveled, and this was great for travel because it had the blush, the bronzer highlight, and then the 6 shadows. The blush is very orange though for me. I felt like after one day I was ready to be wearing another blush. I wish I'd brought another blush actually. The bronzer's nice. The highlight is a little bit powdery. It's still smooth, but I feel like a lot of product comes up and it has these little balls on it. I'm not sure what those are, and I kind of feel like they've been there pretty soon after purchasing this and using this. It's not like it started doing it, 2 years into owning the product. Not really the biggest fan of the highlighter. For the shadows, I really did enjoy. This is the matte brown that I like to use in my crease. Felt like it was very soft, smooth. When I would put my brush in there, it would kick up a lot of product though. And this color, which is very similar to the highlight shade, it's a nice champagne color. And this darker brown was great for my outer V. Some of these, like this bikini, I think it's bikini, was not flattering at all. I'm trying to find a finger I haven't swatched. It looks really pretty, like swatched on my finger or on my hand. It's like a pink kind of color, but it looks so dry when I put it on my lids. It just really not flattering. So, and this one's kind of not very pigmented, the blue. It looks nice on the swatch. And I did use this a little bit, like for a pop of color on my lower lash line, but I don't know. I think I've fallen out of love with this palette. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with this palette. I'm thinking maybe of doing like an Instagram or YouTube sale. Let me know if anyone would be interested in that or interested in this palette, because I just don't see myself getting a lot of use out of it. Granted, it is 3 years old, so it would be more of like a collection item. I don't know, like another palette that I have is quite old and I don't use it very often. So I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm kind of debating on possibly doing a sale. For a brief recap of this palette, I did enjoy some of the eyeshadow colors. I was able to make some pretty looks, and then the bronzer is really nice, but for the most part, this is not like an A++ palette for me, and I used to absolutely love it, so it's interesting how things change. My next 1 month 1 palette for August is going to be the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And this is what it looks like. I know a lot of people have been talking about this on YouTube. I did use Peaches and Cream today, and like on my brow bone. It's very pretty. It smells really good. I won this in a giveaway from Virginia. I'll put her channel down below. I think it's VeerCute11. I'll put her channel down below, but I did win this. She is a great project panner if you're into project pan videos or using up the makeup items that you have. She also creates some really nice like get ready with me, get ready with me's and tutorials. She works for MAC. So this palette is going to be my 1 month 1 palette. And I'm gonna create some fun looks with this. I'm a little nervous about all these darker colors over here, but I think I can have fun with this and experiment a little bit. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you really soon. And if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. I'll see you soon. Bye.